From the All-Walton Showground in Peterborough, venue of the second in our summer series of Speedway. Tonight's match, a National League fixture between Peterborough and Canterbury. Canterbury, one of the great forces of National League Speedway a couple of years ago when they won the league title. Since then, they've gone through a bit of reshaping, but now they're coming back to something like their former glory. Watch out in particular for their New Zealand star Mike Ferreira, who's turning in regular maximums both home and away. But Peterborough, of course, always strong on their home track. They've already beaten First Division opposition here this season. At the heart of their lineup, as usual, the Hines brothers, Andy and Mick, with Andy going particularly well and heading the averages this season. So it's the National League, it's the Panthers of Peterborough against the Crusaders of Canterbury, and the commentator, Dave Lanning.
Ferreira, in fact, a Zimbabwean, Steve, and there he is, one of the very rare ones in British Speedway. Coming into heat number one of this National League match, we have got Andy Hines in the red helmet colour. There's Brendan Chiletto in yellow and black for Canterbury. Ferreira's on the inside. He's a very fast starter. Watch for him. And on the outside, it is Andy Fisher for Peterborough. Summer sport indeed. The weather not too summery. We've had a cloudburst just before racing, which is going to make conditions very wet and sticky as we move into heat one. And from the inside, as expected, it's Ferreira. He's away quickly. So too are the Peterborough pairing, although Fisher's in a bit of trouble there back in third place. We can see just how bad conditions are. The two riders at the back, they're filled up with clogging sawdust and shell, and already the gaps are opening up. It's going to be very difficult to pass. The rider in front getting a clear view will obviously be able to make his own line and go so much quicker. You can see Ferreira, this very, very fast starting rider from Canterbury. He's a good stylist too, he really does get moving. Second place there was Hines, third place hanging on for Peterborough, Andy Fisher. 4 laps, of course, for each race. We've got 13 heats in National League fixtures, and you can see the way they're spacing out. Here's Ferreira, who really is a fluid stylist. So heat one looks as though it's going to be shared. Ferreira taking the 3 points unless he does something very silly. He's not the sort of rider to normally make mistakes. Over the line he goes. Second there was Hines, third was Fisher, so we start with a shared heat, 3 to each team. Well, not to be recommended, but even the dogs enjoy it here at Peterborough. Moving on to heat number 3, there we have Richard Greer, and there another very experienced National League campaigner from Canterbury. That's Barney Kennett, one of 3 racing brothers. Barney will be on the inside here in yellow and black. Next to him will be Richard Greer. He is in the red helmet colour. Grid 3 has Kevin Bryce from Canterbury, and on the outside Dave Allen, Peterborough's winter signing from Bellevue. The score with Peterborough just 1 in front, 6-5. Here's heat 3. Peterborough pairing who storm away in front, although Kennett's moving up on the inside. Leading it is Greer. Second place is Allen. Third place is Kennett, although it looks like Greer's in a bit of trouble. He's drifting out. If Kennett can see his moment here, there's a gap for him to go through, and he has gone through it. And has left for coolness, removing his goggles as he went through. Barney Kennett coming from third to first. Greer is definitely in trouble and slowing. His partner Allen has gone by him. And, well, it is possible to pass in these conditions. Barney Kennett there spotted the opening coming, and Greer not at all happy. He's moved from first to last. Richard Greer, I think he has some kind of mechanical troubles. So it's good news for Canterbury. They're first and third. This could take them into a surprise lead. There's Richard Greer, obviously unhappy, or certainly his machine is with conditions. And Barney Kennett, the tough old campaigner, this boy, hard as nails, puts himself about a bit, and he's in control of heat 3. In absolute control, you can see conditions very icy. Barney treating them with respect, but collecting 3 points there. 3 for him, 2 there for Dave Allen. Vital third place for Kevin Bryce. That's a 4-2 for the visitors, Canterbury. And that means they move into the lead by just 1 point. So Peterborough now, a little bit of trouble. Let's have a look at that pass again. You can see Greer and Allen now. Richard Greer's in front here. He misses the corner. It could well be mechanical trouble here. Takes his partner pretty wide out into the dirt. And Barney Kennett, will see him. He's creeping round the curve. Crafty old campaigner has seen his moment. There it is. And he's through there, and that's as neat a piece of inside riding. Look at him take his goggles off as he goes through. Really cool. Scenes of rural peace and quiet. Not quite so quiet just over the way here in the All Walking Showgrounds, of course, set in beautiful countryside. As we move on to Heat 6, there's the score. Canterbury still in the lead. Peterborough now with a bit of work to do. Line up for Heat 6 on the inside, Andy Fisher. Third place first time out. Next to him, young Denzel Kedner. He's another Zimbabwean, fellow countryman of Mike Ferreira. The two of them based down in Canterbury. And they're forming a pretty potent spearhead. Denzel won his first ride from the gate. Grid 3 has Andy Hines, and on the outside it's a new Australian, Mark Martin, in the yellow and black helmet colour. Heat 6, and Peterborough looking for points. And it is the Peterborough pairing show. First it's Hines, second place is Fisher. Kent was a bit chopped up at the start there, and he's dropping back, and this is just what the Panthers of Peterborough were looking for. First and third, and they've already opened an enormous gap on the Canterbury pairing. So the two Andys turning out to be very Andy indeed for Peterborough. Looking all set for maximum points here. Denzel Kent, well, he made the start on his first ride, but got scissored at the start here, and giving that kind of advantage to the Peterborough pairing. Hines and Fisher have opened up an enormous gap. You can see the distances there, and this one surely is all over bar the shaving. Had 8 matches, they've got 6 points. Peterborough currently back in 18th place in the National League, but they've only played 2 matches so far. So a bit of ground to catch up, and they're going to move now into the lead after Heat 6. A good maximum heat win for Andy Hines and Andy Fisher, and that takes Peterborough up 1 point into the lead. That start again, and you may wonder what they all look to the inside. That's the solenoid on the starting gate. You can see it on the bottom tape. Now you just watch it, just opens fractionally before the tapes go, and that gives the riders that little extra jot away. Moving on to Heat 7, here's Nigel Cousins. He won his first ride. Looking in form, there is the lineup from the inside. Barney Kennett, next to him Mick Hines, brother of course of Andy. Grid 3 has Kevin Bryce from Canterbury, and on the outside it's Nigel Cousins. Peterborough 1 point in the lead, so it's still pretty tight in there. Heat 7. And well, oh dear. Grid 3, it was Bryce who was in some trouble, and that surely wasn't a satisfactory start. Referee Johnny Glees won't be happy with that one and has stopped it. Let's have a look at it again. You can see the rider in grid 3, Kevin Bryce, just picks up some drive here, moves out, and well, Nigel Cousins did well to avoid a nasty pang there. So we have a restart of Heat 7, no exclusions, and we're all ready to go for the second time of asking. Get it on the inside, Mick Hines, grid 2. Bryce will hope to control things a bit better here, and on the outside is Nigel Cousins. Heat 7, and it's a much cleaner start this time, although Kennett was in a bit of trouble there, just running up to the first corner. And that's allowed Mick Hines to go clear. In second place it is Bryce now. And, well, he had a little bit of a dabble on the back wheel of Mick Hines. Ain't no joy at all. So we're settling down now to a divided heat with Hines leading it and the Canterbury pair tucking in behind him. Canterbury, of course, have a fair record in National League racing. They were champions back in 1970. They won the title again in 1978. Peterborough never have been successful, or at least that successful in National League Speedway. last year in this fixture, the Peterborough side successful by 18 points, 48 to 30. But the Canterbury boys have shown they can get round here because they did win at Peterborough in their championship year 1978. It's going to be a close call tonight, but the scores still, well, it's tight in there. And we're not going to see much of daylight after this race because it looks like it's going to be a nice, easy, comfortable divided heat into the checkered flag there. Mick Hines wins in second place there. Was Kevin Price, third place Barney Kennett. So it's still pretty close, just 1 point in it with Peterborough's noses in front. One of the magic, of course, of Speedway marking that programme. Heat 9 coming up. We can see Peterborough have stretched that lead now to 5 points. And we'll have a look at the lineup for Heat 9. On the inside there we can see young Denzel Kent, only a teenager. He's on the white helmet colour. Next to him, Richard Greer. Grid 3 has Mark Martin, and on the outside in the blue, darker helmet colour is Dave Allen. So here we go for Heat 9. And from the inside, it's Kent who made the getaway. He leads it. In second place is Greer. In third place it is Allen, and there goes Richard Greer out on the wide outside going past Kent. Kent's in a little bit of trouble there, and here comes Allen as well. And Allen's trying the hard way around in the dirt on the outside. Didn't quite make it on that corner. They're neck and neck. Allen on the outside. Kent, they're battling for second place, and that's a fine piece of style. Old-fashioned indeed, nostalgic leg trailing passing from Dave Allen, moving into second place behind partner Richard Greer. And, well, even though the conditions are a bit wet and sticky, we've seen it is possible to pass both the Peterborough boys going round young Kent in sparkling style. And here's Richard Greer. He seems to have lost his red helmet colour, but that distinctive style. Second place Allen, third place Kent, and Peterborough can do with these points. They're just nosed in front, and it looks like they're heading for a maximum 5-1 heat advantage here. Greer, of course, has been with Peterborough for a long while. He left for a spell and joined Birmingham, but he's taken 3 points there, so that's another 5-1 for the Panthers of Peterborough. And we'll have a look at the score. It makes it now 31-22. Canterbury with some work to do in the second half.
Welcome back to the All-Walton Showground in Peterborough and this National League fixture between Peterborough and Canterbury. It's been pretty level pegging in the heavy conditions so far, but let's rejoin our match commentator, Dave Lanning.
So after the lively start, Canterbury are beginning to feel the force of Peterborough, who have weighed up conditions. We're moving into Heat 10. There is the lineup. You can see Fisher on the inside, Bryce in grid 2, Andy Hines grid 3, Barney Kennett on the outside for Canterbury. And the score now 31-22. And Peterborough finding top gear. Here we go for Heat 10. And again, it's a flying start from the Panthers pairing. It's Hines first, Fisher second. In third place, going around the outside of his partner, is Barney Kennett. And Kennett will get up and have a go. He's going out to try and find some drive around the outside. And the Peterborough pairing must be aware that he's there. Hines still leads it. Andy Fisher in second place, having a bit of a battle there with Kennett, and Kennett is out. There should be some extra drive, and I think he might just have gone by, though Fisher's run him in very tight. And Barney is right out in the dirt, and that's let the Peterborough pairing get clear again. It's a brave effort there for the Canterbury rider, but he just overcooked it slightly. Fisher saw his opportunity, and now it looks as though the Panthers are going to carve up Heat 10. Second place so far. This is the last lap, 347.5 very soggy metres around the Peterborough track tonight. But the Panthers really are skating it a bit in the rain now, because this is looking like it's going to be their third consecutive maximum heat win. A win for Hines, second place Fisher, third place. A long way back there was Brian Barney Kennett. And again, the two Andys have done their job, and there's the score now after 10 races. Well, you said conditions were dodgy. Now, where does the fence end and the track begin. That's the picture that sums it all up. Heat 11 and the impressive Mike Ferreira, unbeaten again on the inside. He'll be in the white helmet colour. His partner, Barney Kennett, and this is the big guns for the Crusaders of Canterbury. A tactical substitute. Kennett comes in the yellow and black helmet colour, grid 3. Nigel Cousins is in grid 2. Mick Hines on the outside. Canterbury team manager Maurice Morley really throwing in his trump cards here. They've slipped behind. It might in fact be a bit too late for them, but the Peterborough pairing have a lot on their plate here in Heat 11. And Ferreira it is who jumps out of the start. Kennett hasn't made a bad start, neither has Cousins, although who's it going to be? It's going to be Kennett coming out in second place. Canterbury 1-2 at the moment. Picture, and now we wonder if the Peterborough pairing Hines has moved up into third place, if he can do anything about catching Barney Kennett. Kennett knows exactly where he is. You saw him take a quick glance back there. This is Ferreira. He really is a super stylist, isn't he? By far the outstanding man in National League Speedway so far this season. And it's interesting to note that the Crusaders bought this rider for petty cash, £300 from Coatbridge. To be one of the great speedway bargains of all time. Look at the gap he's opened up. Long, long way clear. We wonder if anybody's going to catch Mike Ferreira here tonight. He looks in an absolutely uncatchable mood. Partner Kennett is having a little bit of pressure put on him by the Peterborough pairing. We'll see how far back it is. There's Ferreira, won it by a mile. Kennett just holding on to second place for a maximum heat win for Canterbury. That effort might just have come a bit late for them. Here's the score. Peterborough still comfortably set. Look at the start again. Ferreira there. You can see just a little out of control on his back wheel, but my word, didn't he control it well. And once the Zimbabwean gets in front, he does take some catching. Kennett wrapping up around the second corner here, tucking in behind him, and that's gave Canterbury some hope, some consolation. A cup of the magic that cheers, and even the starting line staff here at Peterborough need that on a night like this. This is Heat 12, and again we have this impressive African, Mike Ferreira, coming in here again as a tactical substitute for the Crusaders. He's in yellow and black here. Hasn't been beaten, hasn't looked like being beaten. And he's got Andy Hines and Dave Allen to contend with here in Heat 12. Denzel Kent, his young partner, is in grid 3 in the white helmet colour, so it's a bit of a versus the continent of Africa here. And we wonder if anybody possibly can stop this man Ferreira. Here we go for Heat number 12. And again it's Ferreira who gets away, and Allen's made a good start from the outside as well, and Allen's out in the dirt and keeping it all screwed open, and he's got round the outside of Ferreira. That was as sweet a piece of speedway manoeuvring as we're likely to see now. Can Ferreira possibly get back? Allen in front takes him wide. Oh, that was a bit close there. Hard but very fair. Allen has lost his helmet colour, and he really must kick on now, but Ferreira not really liking taking the dirt in second place. In third place is Andy Hines. So this really is a bit of a surprise for the Crusaders, and it's good news for Peterborough. There are the gaps, the distances which have split up these four riders. They are spacing themselves out a bit. But this is Dave Allen in a real flying mood, and this really must put him in line for our Man of the Match award. It really is a fine piece of speedway action. He's into the last lap now. Ferreira's still moving out there. Still could be dangerous if he can find some extra power and grip and drive from somewhere. And here's Allen, and I think the all-walking crowd are going to love this moment when he goes over the line to beat the most outstanding individual rider in the National League. A fine ride from Dave Allen. Second place Ferreira, third was Andy Hines. That's a 4-2 heat win for the Panthers, and there is the score with just one race left. Look at that first corner again. You can see Ferreira on the inside has made a tremendous start, but it's a really bold, brave first couple of bends from Dave Allen. He's on the outside of the picture there. You can see him moving out into mid-track. Ferreira hasn't really moved out far enough to block him. He's out, he gets his wheels back in line perfectly, and from then on, it was the checkered flag in sight. The last last heat of what has been, well, an interesting and at times very close National League fixture considering the conditions. Heat 13, and again, we've got Mike Ferreira. Can't seem to keep him out of the picture. There's the lineup. Mick Hines grid 2, Barney Kennick grid 3, Richard Greer on the outside. Here's the last heat, Heat 13. And again, Ferreira's made a picture start from the inside. Now he's run them well out wide into mid-track. He's not making the same mistake as we saw in that last race. He allowed Dave Allen just a bit too much room on the outside. He took them out wide, the Peterborough pairing. Hines is in second place, Greer is third, and Ferreira showing the signs of the class rider he is. He realised his mistake in that last race, and he's not making the same mistake twice. Well, there are those in Speedway who say this young man is 26 years old, really is too good for National League racing. He should be up amongst the big boys in British League. He has done several impressive meetings for Swindon, Canterbury's sister track in senior racing. He's looked good there too. Absolutely in command. He really is a superb stylist. Mike Ferreira going into his last lap. Of course, that one defeat from Dave Allen has blotted his copybook. I love that. Nobody's going to catch him here in Heat 13. Over the line goes the Zimbabwean. Impressive performance from him, but an even more impressive team performance from Peterborough, because despite their shaky start, they've grabbed the initiative and they've won this National League match by 44 points to 33. And so now let's meet the man who mastered Ferreira with Steve Ryder.
Well, Peterborough's man of the match, Dave Allen. Dave, victory, but a few anxious moments perhaps.
Yeah, early on the track was very, very wet, and I think it took a few rides for our lads to get stuck in and really get to grips with the conditions, really.
Well, the anxious moments in terms of the opposition came chiefly from Mike Ferreira, who was on quite superb form tonight.
Yeah, he's been going very, very well all year, and, you know, obviously that was going to be hard for any of us to beat him, really, you know, because he's been gating so good, and he's riding well with it.
Well, you were the man to do it in that vital penultimate heat. We can see it now. Let's talk us through it from the start. You're in the blue, Mike Ferreira in the yellow.
Well, and Mike has made the gate again, but hasn't gone quite wide enough to stop me getting round in the dirt. I just picked up the drive, well, round about there now, and managed to just pull away and nip him coming out the bend.
And from then on, you must have been conscious of him for the next 3 laps.
Oh yeah, I knew he was there all the while, but like it's hard for anyone to pass in those conditions, you know. And if you really ride with a bit of sense, you'd stop him anyhow, you know, I think.
Well, you're on loan. You're a man with experience of the top flight with Bellevue. What do you see as the potential down here in the current Peterborough side?
Oh, I think it's very good. We've got 4 top blokes and, well, 2 real good blokes backing them up, really. Andy Fisher, Andy Buck, and, well, Nigel Cousins, all going very well, you know, and I think we should do fairly well this year.
Well, congratulations. We're under a bit of pressure from the crowd here. We look forward to seeing you again in the ride-off for the man of the series at Vauxhall Stadium. And indeed, we'll be seeing Peterborough again next week when they're in action at Hoddesdon. The opposition there is Rye House, and you can see that match same time next Monday evening.
And as soon as you get